light agenda this evening, so we'll slide right down to our new business, which is 7.1, the City of Brantford Essential Workers Day. And this was brought forward by Councillor Hager. So Councillor Hager, would you like to speak to this? Oh, you're still muted. There you go.
So the City of Brantford is proposing that the March 17th day now be, I guess, put forward as a day where we would honor essential workers in light of the fact that that's when all the restrictions, the COVID-19 restrictions were first announced in Ontario. Actually, I think throughout the country, were they not? So what they're putting forward is that it becomes a day that they are nominating, that they would like to have it a day in honor of essential workers, all the frontline workers, etc. And they are just recommending that it be proclaimed in their city, but also that we adopt it Ontario-wide and also possibly Canada-wide. So I would just like to say that I think that it's a great idea to support. I think that after the year we're going to have gone through, I think it would be a nice way to be able to recognize the efforts that have been put forward. And I think people are going to be looking for something, you know, and we as a municipality, that would be a great time to say, hey, thanks. And if it becomes an annual, great.
So at council's discretion, then, are we looking to move something forward in regards to supporting the resolution from the City of Brantford and moving that forward to Queen's Park? And looks like FCM as well. Any Councillor Paduch, go ahead.
I think it's a great idea to have a set day for them. My only concern is March 17th is St. Patrick's Day, which it might actually get missed with all the pre-existing festivities on March 17th. So I think if we were going to do one for our town, we should look at either the day before or day after or some certain date. But I don't really think March 17th is a great day for it, but any other day of the year would be great. That doesn't have some sort of significance.
Well, we can definitely create a proclamation here locally, even say for the month of March or something. But we could also piggyback on the City of Brantford and send something into the province, maybe stating sometime in March or something like that, or leaving out March 17th in particular, that date, but a day in March we would support, if that's council's direction where they would like to go.
Yeah, that's the only issue I see with March 17th. Other than that, it's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, okay, fair. Councillor Christoph?
Sorry, I agree with Councillor Paduch. I think it just a lot for the 17th anyways, but I do think it's a very good idea. But I think it would be good if we could try it on another day.
Well, for sure. And this is the City of Brantford's though. So we can create something to move forward in supporting this during the month of March. And then locally, we could always set forward something with a proclamation for the month of March too, locally here in Red Lake, to honor our essential service workers, if that's okay with council. In agreements, everyone? Okay, so we'll do that, and we'll let staff know to move forward with that. Okay. Moved by Councillor Hager, seconded by Councillor Christoph. Resolved that the Committee of the Whole hereby adjourns to meet again at the call of the chair. All in favor? Carried. I call this special meeting to order at 5:41 p.m. The disclosure of pecuniary interest and the general nature thereof. Any councillor need to declare? Seeing none, we'll move down to items for which the special meeting was called. And we'll start with item 3.1, which is the proposed plan for construction roadways, curbing, and sidewalks through the ICIP Investing in Canada Infrastructure Program. And I will turn it over to our CAO.
Thank you. On March 16th of this year, we were approved under the Investing in Canada Infrastructure Program, the ICIP, the Rural and Northern Stream. Under the parameters of the program, the federal government will be contributing 60%, or nearly $3 million. The provincial government will be contributing 33%, and $1.6 million. A total of $4,560,983 of federal and provincial funding will be invested in our community, specifically within Red Lake in 2020 and 2021. Through the utilization of our Ontario Community Infrastructure Funding, which we refer to as OSIP, we're utilizing our formula-based that we've accumulated over the last several years. That's $721,437, and also dedicated reserves of $472,330. The municipality will be investing almost $1.2 million into this project. The total cost of the project will be $5,754,751. There is an ineligible component under the program, and that relates to this storm sewer work and drainage. So this is a significant project for us. It will rehabilitate approximately 4.4 kilometers of roadway, including curbing and improved stormwater drainage and ditching. 500 meters of sidewalks will be rehabilitated, and approximately 2.3 kilometers of new sidewalks will be constructed. The areas in which will receive this rehabilitation and construction will be Court Street, Goldshore, Patricia Square, Patricia Drive, Kuwaitan Road, Poplar Crescent, Kenora Road, Sullivan Street, Hamill Road, Cyanide Street, Calcite Street, Crosscut, Pine Crescent, Opitchie Road, and Discovery Road. So it's a significant project. So the project will be self-managed and led by our Public Works Department, Todd Olson, Infrastructure Development Coordinator, and our Engineer Training Intern, Bailey Young. Commencing today, Council will review and consider a number of requests for proposals. Today you will consider the aggregate crushing, and over the course of the next week and a half, you will be receiving other recommended requests for proposals. Example of those will be engineering, concrete for the curbing and sidewalks, equipment rentals, and paving. So although we are at the infant stages of this project, I would like to make mention and acknowledge the hard work that has been done to get us to this point. We, council staff, in a short period of time, have built some very solid relationships with the provincial and federal governments, within both the politicians and the bureaucrats. So when we're at the AMOs, the FCMs, the OGRAs, ROMAs, you know, the building of these relationships, being at the table, being at the dance, has contributed to the success of receiving this kind of money for this project. So from a staff perspective, a lot of research and grant writing has gone into this, ensuring the success of our submission. And this was certainly a team effort. So just in closing, Todd Olson will be at the council meeting next Monday, and Todd will give a detailed overview of the project. So thank you, and I open it to questions, comments.
Well, the first comment I would like to make is thank you to staff for all of their hard work in putting this project together to get it submitted through the ICIP program. As you've alluded to the fact, Mr. CAO, we've built some really good relationships with Infrastructure Ontario and some other caucus members. And I think this attributes to the dollars we are going to be receiving, not only from the federal government, but also the provincial government. And this is going to be one of the largest one-time working paving, sidewalk, storm drain, sewer projects that Red Lake has ever seen. And we were very fortunate, as you mentioned, Mr. CAO, to receive almost $5 million in funding. That is extraordinary. And I'd like to thank staff and our citizens. We'll do an announcement at some point, an official announcement going out to make everyone aware. But I think this is going to be an exciting time in Red Lake to get all of these projects moving forward. And we're hoping to have it completed by the end of next summer. So thank you very much. Any questions from council regarding our first 3.1? No? Okay. We'll move down to 3.2 then. Bylaw number 43-2020, being a bylaw to enter into a lease agreement with the Kenora District Service Board and the Red Lake Margaret Koshner Memorial Hospital regarding the Red Lake Isolation Center. Mr. CAO.
So the municipality, in partnership with the Kenora District Services Board, the KDSB, and the Red Lake Margaret Koshner Memorial Hospital have been working towards the opening of the municipally owned Norseman Inn for the purposes of a temporary isolation center specific to the COVID-19 pandemic. So before you today, and for your consideration and approval, is a lease agreement between the municipality, whom we are the owner of the building. KDSB will be the tenant, and the hospital will be the service provider. So in summary, the KDSB will be leasing the Norseman Inn from the municipality, and the hospital will be providing the services associated to the temporary isolation center. The agreement it's a 3-month lease at a rate of $15,000 per month. And that rate was set because it's to offset the costs associated to getting the Norseman up to speed. We've had to make necessary improvements to the building itself and the services, whether it's the plumbing inside or electrical. So beyond the 3 months, the 3-month term, the lease rate will be $1 per month. And it will be, again, it'll be on a month-to-month basis. The tenant is also responsible for the monthly cost of utilities, etc. Thank you. So does council have any questions or comments?
Any questions? Oh. Councillor Hager, go ahead.
No, and so just for clarification then, so we are renting only, and beyond that, anything that like the programming, et cetera, is going to be the responsibility of KDSB and the hospital?
Correct. We will assist with the grounds maintenance outside.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, seeing no further questions. Moved by Councillor Butterfield, seconded by Councillor Berduc. Resolved that the Council of the Corporation, the Municipality of Red Lake, hereby consider bylaw number 43-2020 as read without amendment or debate a first and second time. All in favor? Carried. And moved by Councillor Butterfield, seconded by Councillor Berduc. Resolved that the Council of the Corporation, the Municipality of Red Lake, hereby consider bylaw 43-20, bylaw number 43-2020 as read a third time and passed. All in favor? Carried. Moving down to item 3.3A, the Infrastructure Development Coordinator Staff Report RFP Award for Aggregate Crushing. Mr. CAO.
So before you, this evening is the first of several requests for proposals related to the ICIP Rural and Northern Stream, the project of the rehabilitation of priority roads in Red Lake. As I mentioned earlier in item 3.1, the municipality issued an RFP for aggregate crushing services. The granular A material will be produced at the municipal pit by a third party. We received 4 submissions The lowest qualified bid received was from Barron's Northern Transportation at a rate of $11.97 per cubic yard. Staff are recommending the acceptance of the Barron's Northern Transportation bid.
Does council have any questions? Seeing none. Moved by Councillor Christoph, seconded by Councillor Butterfield. Resolved that the Council of the Corporation of the Municipality of Red Lake hereby approves Infrastructure Development Coordinator Staff Report IDC 20-001 regarding the selection of Barron's Northern Transportation for services pertaining to the aggregate crushing. All in favor? Carried. And moving down to item 3.3B. Bylaw number 44-2020 being a bylaw to enter into an agreement with the Barron's Northern Transportation regarding aggregate crushing. Moved by Councillor Hager, seconded by Councillor Butterfield. Resolved that the Council of the Corporation, the Municipality of Red Lake hereby consider bylaw number 44-2020 as read without amendment or debate a first and second time. All in favor? Carried. And moved by Councillor Baduch and seconded by Councillor Butterfield. Resolved that the Council of the Corporation of the Municipality of Red Lake hereby consider bylaw number 44-2020 as read a third time and passed. All in favor? Carried. Moved by Councillor Butterfield, seconded by Councillor Hager. Resolved that the Council of the Corporation of the Municipality of Red Lake hereby adjourns this special meeting at 5:53 p.m. All in favor?